Die it is. Okay. You're all good? That's good. I wonder if there's a way to change how much delay there is between the stream and the chat. I know there always has to be at least a little delay, but it seems pretty big today. Something I can figure out maybe. So, today we're going to be doing the last day of Flash Clash. We have, I think we've won maybe 20 out of 40 battles so far, so about half. I mean, I did pretty well the first day. Yesterday I was kind of having a hard day concentrating. It happens sometimes with ADHD. The medication will help, but it doesn't fix the problem, and yesterday it just wasn't. Nothing was really going right for my brain, but today I'm feeling good, I'm feeling alert, and I've reminded myself that it's not about winning, it's about the experience. So I need to remember to have a lot of fun today, and that's my goal, to have a lot of fun. So regardless of how well we do today, I am kind of hoping that I'll do better than yesterday, but no matter how it goes, I will learn from my mistakes and I'll have fun, and I hope you all will have fun too. Well, we do have the Flash Clash going on, as usual. I also, gonna switch to the webcam right now. I have a ton of Pokemon cards to open, like a lot. Let me show you. So first we've got all of these loose packs. It's a lot of them. Just a ton of loose packs. And we've got all of these boxes. And, oh gosh.
Careful.
We have 3 tins, and we have 4 theme decks. Probably I'll only open one of each because they're all going to be the same. But the reason I have so very many Pokemon cards to open is because the Pokemon Company is very sweet, and they often send me Pokemon cards for me to open in my videos. And I was planning to do a specific video where I would open some of them, but I filmed it and I didn't like it, and I didn't end up even filming the opening part for it. So I've been like kind of stumped and not sure what to do and how to open it, because I don't like to just do pack opening videos. I don't find those especially interesting, and I don't like doing Q&A anymore either, because people don't seem to really like when I do Q&A, and I don't want to make videos that I don't like making and that people don't like watching, because I always get really uncomfortable when I do Q&A videos. So no more Q&A, but since I'm streaming now, I can just open them on stream every now and again. So maybe we won't open all of these cards today, but I figured we'd start with a little bit of pack opening. Maybe do some of these, because there's just so many of them. Yeah, so it'll be a battling and pack opening stream today. All I did with my hair today is I put it up in a little half up. That's all I did. Okay, yeah. I see you, Lost Arts. It's a good idea. Okay. We'll do that after the stream today. Okay. So I guess we'll just start with maybe 3 packs now, because I don't want it to take too much time, and I've got a lot to get through. But the thing about Flash Clash is you can only do 20 battles a day, and since they're quick little battles, the streams don't tend to be very long, so this will maybe help lengthen the stream as well. I'm not going to be just streaming from now on. I'm still making videos. I've just been kind of depressed lately, and I haven't really felt like sitting down and writing anything, and it's not bad because it's not like an unhealthy level of depression. I'm dealing with some stuff, but it is making it a little bit hard to focus. So instead, right now I feel like streaming a little bit more, and then probably next week I'll get back into video making because I'm working on a few collabs as well. So that's what's going on right now. Okay, without further ado, let's open a pack. Okay, this is a Breakpoint pack from XY. You know, I have really been enjoying the streams. They've made me feel very loved because so many people show up, and it's very gratifying. And in a way, it's kind of intimidating. Like yesterday, I got really nervous, so I don't know if I'm always gonna enjoy streaming like every single day, but like every now and again. But anyway, so first of all, we've got the online code. So first one who gets that, good job. And then we've got a Slowpoke, a Scorpy. I hope you can see that. This is just a webcam, so. A Gibble. Psyduck. It's really cute artwork. Furfrou. Man, it's flashy Furfrou. A reverse hollow Pancham. Looking cute. It reminds me of a Growlithe card from one of the early Johto sets. Zebstrika. Electivire. This is just an uncommon, okay. Reverse? What the heck? Reverse Valley, so it has text on both sides of the card. And then you turn it upside down and you read this side. Jeez. Pokemon cards are getting so complicated these days.
It's a weird looking one.
Yeah. Here's Frogadier. So it's the last one in this pack. I didn't get any holofoils in this pack, actually. Just the reverse holo. I just don't want people swearing. It's my rule. I wrote the rules. I don't want people swearing just because I want the streams to be open to everybody, and I know maybe not everyone who watches the stream is going to have a problem with it, but like, for example, if someone's parent walks by and reads the chat and sees people swearing, I don't want them getting in trouble for coming to my stream because somebody else sweared. You know what I mean? I want everybody to feel welcome here and just have a good time, and that's the reason there's no swearing allowed. I just kind of think of it like, if I would want a kid like my little brother to be able to watch and not have any trouble with his mom for watching it, you know, that's why I put those rules in. It's okay, we're gonna do another pack because we've got a lot to open. Alright, we got another online code. You ready? Congrats to whoever gets that. Oh, you want to see the Pancham again? Real quick. Find that. Here's the Pancham. Is reverse hollow. Okay, you ready? Here's Ducklet. Esper. Oh, it's so cute. I love Esper. Phantom. That's a neat artwork. My favorite thing about the TCG cards is still the artwork. I don't play the TCG, but I love the card artwork. It's Trubbish. Temple. Oh, those are cute. One of them looks sad. Reverse hollow Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. Oh! A Pangoro to go with the Pancham we just got. It's not hollow, but it is really cool, and it's a rare. Cloyster. A not reverse hollow Fighting Fury Belt. And a Heatmore. Is that it? Yes, this is the last card. Heatmore. They actually released an art book of some of the TCG card artwork, and that was really cool because I've always really loved the artwork, but it's always so small. You can't, like, you know, you don't get to see the full effect. So it's neat that they released an art book recently. Oh, cool! Pangoro emotes. The only reason I don't compete in the TCG is just because I didn't grow up playing a TCG. No one, my entire school collected the cards, but pretty much no one actually played the TCG, and I didn't learn until I was much older how to actually play it, and by then I didn't have people to play with. So it's just not something I ever got into, and these days, it kind of seems like there's not a lot of diversity because of the way they, it makes sense the way they do it, and they phase out different sets and only use the current set, but it kind of makes it so everyone's decks are really similar, and that's not that interesting to me. But I still like collecting the cards, and I still pick them up, and yeah. Okay, so we got another TCG code. Congrats to whoever gets that. Okay, next pack. We got another ducklet, another cute temple, I wonder how you say that. Shelter. Honage. Oh, it's like a sword in the stone kind of thing. Cool. Nummel. A reverse hollow shelter. Doesn't look like a great place for a shelter to be, though. A Togekiss EX! It's so cool!
Oh, what? Are you serious?
Yeah. Awesome. Such a pretty card.
Wow.
Swanna. And another Heatmore. And a Sudowoodo. I think that's all we'll open for right now, but we've got a lot more, so every now and again I'll open some more because I got so many freaking cards to open. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to my other setup now. And we'll get started with some Flash Clash again.
You see Renee and Jimmy are here?
Yeah! Renee and Jimmy and a lot of people. 180 people.
Wow.
Exciting. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Okay, should get going with some Flash Clash.
Do your best.
Oh, I didn't introduce the rules to the Flash Clash. Okay, I've already set up one, so I have to do it. But after this match, I'll stop and I'll reintroduce the rules for people who missed the past couple streams. Sorry. You might be able to tell just from watching the first match. But yeah. Sorry. Got a little bit distracted by all the cards, forgot to introduce the competition. Okay, so let's see. They've got... I feel like we'd be okay with... Porygon Z is a pretty safe bet. In most circumstances. Use Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam! Hyper Beam for everyone. Garvey. Oh god, it's Preston Garvey.
He's got a quest for you.
He's got a Aerodactyl for me. Okay. Let's see. Aerodactyl's rock flying. We could use Ice Beam or Hyper Beam. I think we're gonna go with Ice Beam.
I think Ice Beam would be a lot better.
Yeah. Ah, it survived. But it froze!
Oh, sweet.
Oh, it thawed out immediately.
What?
It's okay. We got it. We got this.
How does freeze work in Gen 6 now?
Well, it works a lot like sleep, where you can just, like, unthaw or wake up at any time. You get, like, a check for it every turn, and there's a possibility you could unthaw. And, there's a lot... The chance of freezing with most moves is a lot lower than it used to be. Okay, before we go into another battle... I'm going to actually explain the competition. So, the Flash Clash is an online tournament with the global link where you can... The idea is that they're really quick little matches, kind of like a Western standoff, where you have 30 seconds to pick one Pokemon, just one, out of your team of 6, and then you have 10 seconds to pick each move. So it's designed to be very quick. A lot of people are using mostly kind of bulky Pokemon, so it's not ending up being that quick. A couple times we've timed out on the timer, mostly because it was me using my Prankster Whimsicott. But yeah, you can't use transfers. It can only be a Pokemon that was caught or bred in Gen 6. You can't use legendaries, you can't use megas, and Focus Sash is banned. So you can do some interesting stuff on 1 versus 1, and it's pretty exciting because even though people tend to use bulky Pokemon, the matches still go by pretty quick, and you can do 20 a day. And I'll introduce you to my team really quick since I don't have the bottom screen set up yet. For future streams, I will get that going, but I've only made this one layout and I didn't feel like changing it. But yeah, so let's introduce you to some of my Pokemon that I'm going to be using, my team for this competition. So this is my Mulatto, my Prankster Whimsicott, which is a Subseeder. A lot of people have asked why I don't have Toxic on it. I decided to go with Encore instead as more of like a defensive maneuver, and it has worked out. It's come in handy at least once so far, so it does take a lot longer to kill things though because I don't have the damage from Toxic. So yeah, and once you start doing the competition, you can't make any changes to your battle box. It locks your battle box. You can't add moves or change moves, so the decisions I made before starting the competition are going to be set for the rest of the competition. So here's Chamomile, my Parish Song Azumarill. Yesterday we got this strategy to work at least once. The idea is that in 1 versus 1, Parish Song knocks out the faster Pokemon first. Even though it knocks out both Pokemon, with the faster Pokemon fainting first, it counts as a win for the Parish Song user. So it's really cheap, not a fun strategy to come up against because there's very little you can do. You just gotta survive the 3 turns and be slower. And unfortunately, I didn't quite understand how it worked when I was setting up this team because I had only read about it, and I didn't know that you needed to be slower to survive, so I gave it a perfect speed IV, and it's too late to change it now. But, I can't use it against Pokemon that have similar speeds, but if I know that it's faster and I have good faith that I can survive 3 turns against it, then this is the strategy I'll go with. This is Skittles, my Shedinja. I haven't used this successfully yet, but it's not really there to be used. It's kind of there to freak out the other opponent because in 1 versus 1, if you send out something that can't kill a Shedinja with Wonder Guard, then you're gonna lose. So it's supposed to make it a little bit easier to predict what the opponent's going to use. Doesn't always work. With such a short time limit too, it's very difficult to like read their whole team and make decisions about what to send out. So it's just kind of there to intimidate the opponent, and in the case that it does come out, it's meant to come out against something that can't kill it. This is Bourbon, my Rhyperior. It's meant to use Rock Wrecker for the most part. It has a couple other moves like to break substitutes. It's got Rock Blast, and to take down Ferrothorn if I come up against it, it's got Fire Punch, and that sort of thing. But moves like Rock Wrecker and Hyper Beam are a lot more viable in 1 versus 1 because people aren't necessarily going to be like setting up to sweep a whole team, so wasting 1 turn isn't gonna cost you that much. And the idea is that you'll probably knock it out on the first hit anyway, and then with no Pokemon to follow it up, having to recharge won't be a big deal. So that's Bourbon. This is Cayenne, my mixed Blaziken. Before this competition I hadn't used a mixed Blaziken before, but it's worked out pretty well. It's supposed to be there to kind of take out whatever it comes up against, whether it be physically defensive or especially defensive. It can take care of both. And even though Megas are banned, you still can get the hidden ability Blaziken with Speed Boost, which is still pretty OP, so if you can use it, you should use it. And the star of my team, who has rarely ever gone wrong, this is Espresso, my Porygon Z. It, with adaptability, Hyper Beam is its move of choice, and with Choice Scarf it's going to outspeed most things, so You just use Hyper Beam, and with the extra stab from adaptability, it should knock out almost anything. It rarely doesn't knock anything out. It also has Trick in the case that it comes up against a Pokemon with more of a stalling strategy that I need to derail. But I haven't had to use Trick so far. So yeah, Blaziken isn't banned. Yeah, okay. So that's my team. And now that we're all familiar with the competition, we can move on. Online competition, battle. Andrea from the United States. Okay, she's got... I'm gonna go with my Rhyperior. I feel like
This will be a fun one then.
it's pretty safe with this team. Yesterday we did end up using Skittles for one battle, but it was a Pokemon that could easily knock it out that it went up against. It went up against the Ninetales, so that was kind of a bust. Sylveon. So I've seen a couple different strategies people are using on Sylveon. Some people are using it pretty similarly to my Porygon Z, where they're running it with Pixelate, and some people are using more of a stalling strategy with it, so... This one, fortunately, was not super bulky. Why is everybody asking me about Lopunny? You wouldn't use Lopunny in this competition anyway, probably. Yeah, sorry, unfortunately I won't be reading the chat a whole lot because of the time limits. If I'm not paying attention when I have to pick a Pokemon or pick a move and I'm reading the chat or responding to the chat instead, it'll probably cost me the match as it did several times yesterday. So I'm going to be focusing mostly on the matches. Okay, so let's see here. They've got that Electros, or Electric, that I forget their names, but that one is what I'm worried about the most. So, we'll go with Rhyperior again, because I've come up against that a couple times, and it's always survived my Hyper Beam. Okay, Merlin, what you gonna use? Okay, it went with this one, so I'm gonna go with Earthquake. It's gonna use that, okay. Yesterday I came up against a special attacking one with a weakness policy, and it one-hit KO'd this Rhyperior with Shadow Ball, so definitely nervous about not knocking this out in one hit. Okay, we got it this time. And like one of my first battles, I came up against something that had an air balloon, so I've been very like hesitant to use Earthquake, but fortunately I haven't had that problem again. Unfortunately, with these competitions, only the first 50,000 who register can participate. So, and the registration cuts off before the competition starts. Okay, we're gonna go with Porygon Z. I don't know about that Aegislash, but we'll see. So yeah, you can't enter this one at this point, but next time they do a Global Link competition, you can participate. They do them kind of bi-monthly, and every once in a while they'll do an international competition, so just follow Pokemon's Twitter account, and when they start registration for the next competition, you can enter that one. Aegislash again. I was hoping it wouldn't be. Should probably just assume that it's always going to be the one I hope they don't use. I have no way of knowing what strategy it's going to use, so I think I'm just going to go with Dark Pulse and kind of keep my fingers crossed.
What's up?
Weakness Policy. It's probably the exact same one. Oh dear.
I wonder what it'll use. It can't use Shadow Ball.
I wasn't sure what it was going to use, so I didn't want to go in with Trick right away. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. So rule of thumb is always assume it's going to use the one that I don't want it to use. I might do more of these competitions. They're pretty fun. The whole reason I wanted to do it is because I've been playing Omega Ruby, and since there's not really a post-game... Okay, hold on, I need to pay attention. Okay, they got a Whimsicott. That makes me nervous. I'm gonna use my own Whimsicott. Because... I don't know. I figure anything that is using this Whimsicott can take care of, so... Okay, what was I talking about? Whether I was going to enter other competitions, right? So, the whole reason I did this is because I was getting very bored, and I was playing Pokemon Stadium and remembering how fun it used to be to just have so many extra battles to do with different kinds of rules and different reasons to raise a whole bunch of different Pokemon in Gen 1, and I was pretty sad that something like that didn't exist, so this is the closest thing to that these days, I think, because of all the unique rules. Alright, so it's a Slacking. I have not fought a Slacking in this competition yet, so I don't know what it's gonna do. I guess I'll just go with Leech Seed, and if it has anything that I'm nervous about, I can use Taunt. Giga Impact.
You gonna be okay?
Nope. Okay. Well, I guess there was nothing I could have done there. Oh well. Sub and then Seed? Yeah, I always set up Leech Seed first. Just because they're always going to break the substitute the first turn, so it's like I don't get a free turn to just set up Leech Seed. So if I keep just setting up substitutes, it's going to drain my HP, and I'm not going to be getting it back fast enough. So I won't be able to have the longevity that I wanted. Oops. That's true, it's a Slacking. I should have known that I could have just used Leech Seed when it was having to rest between turns. Oh well. I will keep that in mind if I run into the same situation.
How would Giga Impact work with a Truant Pokemon?
It probably would just recharge the turn. I don't know, actually. But I need to pay attention. Okay, this is very flying heavy, so Rhyperior. So we got 3 flying types and 3 evolutions. That's interesting. It recharges during truant, so you don't basically have any extra penalty if you use a move like Giga Impact with the slacking.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Well, I imagine that would be why they do it. Okay, an Espeon. Fortunately, there won't. It's Magic Coat or Magic Bounce, I can't remember. But we're just going to be using Rock Wrecker, so there won't be any kind of worrying about status or things like that.
It's just about surviving.
Yeah.
No problem there.
Okay. That's true. Slacking can be really fun to use if you get it to work. I mentioned this yesterday, but I am actually pretty inexperienced when it comes to battling other human players. I haven't played any sort of competitive anything for like 3 years, and even then I didn't, when I tried to get started 3 years ago, I didn't do too much. I felt a lot of pressure back then to be perfect. Okay, they only have 5 Pokemon on this team. I don't like that Sableye. So we're gonna go with Whimsicott.
That was still really weird when I was fighting and I ran into someone who only brought in 3.
Yeah. I don't, I appreciate the advice from the chat though, because even though I can't adapt to it while I'm streaming because of the delay and the fact that there's such strict time limits, it's nice because I don't have the experience, so if I do lose or I do something wrong, then I can learn from it and I can see what I could have done better. So, I mean, don't expect me to be able to react to your advice while I'm playing, but I don't mind it, so don't worry about that. Maybe not in every game that'll be the case, but in this case, I don't mind advice. This could be a very, very long one.
I was going to say, this looks like one that's going to go to timeout.
So it didn't break my substitute, did it? Did it? Wait, it did, right? I wasn't paying attention. This is my problem.
Substitute.
I never pay attention.
I was going to say, if you're not sure, just substitute that.
Yeah. Okay. It did break it, the first one. Okay. If your Pokemon is on screen when you're choosing a move, the substitute is broken. Okay, I will. That's a good way to know. Yeah. I went over this when I was introducing my team at the beginning of the stream, but there's no Toxic on this Whimsicott because I went with Encore instead, which did end up helping me once, so I don't regret it, but it definitely takes a lot longer to kill things with this Whimsicott without Toxic. It was forfeited? Okay, that's the first time that's happened. I feel bad now. I feel really bad. I always hate coming up against people who use strategies like I was just using, so now I feel like I just ruined some kid's day. Aww. Okay, let's see. So they got a lot of dragons. I feel like we're pretty safe going with Porygon Z for this one. Pretty safe.
That's a lot of ice weakness on there.
Yeah. I probably could have gone with Blaziken too, but that Greninja. I mean, like, if I assume they're gonna pick one that can take care of what I'm sending out, then I just don't want to pick one. Okay, they sent out Gengar. So I'm gonna go with Dark Pulse. Not a one-hit KO. Hypnosis. Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Should have used Trick. Should have used Trick. Maybe I should just start using Trick if I'm not sure what they're gonna do. That could backfire though. But if it was a Dream Ball, then this is definitely hacked because you're not allowed to use transfer Pokemon in this competition. Now there's a chance they could wake up on this turn and attack. It didn't happen. Ah, darn.
Well, not much to be done about that.
Oh, well, I suppose actually they could have bred it into a Dream Ball. They didn't necessarily need to hack it, because it passes down the Dream Ball if you breed it, right?
Is Dream Ball an egg move?
Dream Ball's not a move, it's the ball from the Dream World in Gen 5.
Oh. No idea.
A lot of people do like the Dream Ball because it's pretty hard to get. I've got 3 Pokemon from the Dream World from Gen 5 because the Dream World kind of sucked, so not a lot of people like to use it. Okay, need to pay attention. We're gonna go with... You know, I think... Rhyperior. I kind of want to use Blaziken, but that Espeon, and I don't know what I would do against that Espeon, so we're going with Rhyperior. The time limit, it just makes it so hard to pick. So you can't pass down the Dream Ball then. So that means if it has the symbol for being obtained in Kalos and it has the Dream Ball, then it's definitely hacked. Okay. This is gonna be kind of a tough one. It'll be sort of exactly like a standoff. Ah, I survived. Is it going to survive? Ah! It's so fun to come up against a Porygon and beat it because I know how much damage that thing can do. Hey, if you've got homework to do, then don't feel bad about not paying attention to the stream. You should definitely prioritize your homework, because this will be recorded, so if you actually want to go back and see it, you can once I'm done. So no worries about that. Okay, we're going against Ta from France, or TAH. Okay, they've got... don't want to go with the exact same strategy as before, but all of these potential stalling Pokemon make me feel like I have to use Whimsicott. So we're going with Whimsicott again. So the Dream Ball might be passable. It's a cool ball, so I mean... Alright. Same matchup as last time, too. I hope it goes exactly as it did last time. So we're gonna go with Seed, and then Sub. Only the Master and Cherish balls are not passable. Okay. I think even if he did use Wobbuffet against this Whimsicott, we'd be okay. Because Wobbuffet, if I remember right, it can't learn any attacking moves, so I could just taunt it and it would be forced to struggle forever. Okay. You could get female Pokemon in the Dream World. I've gotten a Furt that's female from the Dream World. And also a Goth... what's it called? The second stage of Gothorita. Yes, this Whimsicott is definitely a prankster.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I could run so low on HP that I won't be able to continue subbing, but odds are I'll still have more HP by the time the timer runs out. I could be wrong. I'm just going based on experience. My Whimsicott has leftovers. This could backfire.
This isn't quite going your way.
I might be so low on HP at this point that I won't be able to sub again. This could go wrong for me.
You can just get him to miss.
Oh, I have 1 HP left. There's no way I'm subbing again after this turn. It would need to miss or something. Aw. Well, darn. This is the first time this strategy has gone wrong for me. Well, the first time in the actual competition. In practice, this happened a lot. Not sure what to do here. I guess I'll just pray for a substitute, but it's not going to happen. Because none of the other moves will be useful to me in this case either. Ah, well. You can't win them all.
How many matches is this now?
It says I'm on like battle 50, possibly 51. So,
About 11.
yeah, I think we've done 11 today. Okay, let's see. Shuckle. Shuckle, shuckle, shuckle. I'm gonna go with... Okay, I just picked way wrong.
What'd you pick?
I picked Blaziken, but they've got a Milotic.
I was thinking Rhyperior.
I've just used Rhyperior a lot today.
Let's see what happens.
Either way, Milotic would have been not great for Rhyperior. Okay, they used Electivire. That's interesting.
Oh, shoot, come on.
So in this case, we're gonna go and protect the first turn to get that speed up. Okay. And we're gonna pray that Overheat knocks it out. Because if it doesn't, we're dead. Oh, it did. A critical, too. Oh, my heart's pounding. This is so exciting. It's so much of it is luck, too. So it's sort of like you can go in and hope that what you have will be enough, but it's one-on-one, so it's definitely much more luck than strategy. I think probably after this match, we might open some more packs, because we've done half the matches that we can do for today, and I have so many packs still to open. So many. I mean, if I keep streaming, then I can continue to open these over a longer period of time. Okay. I'm gonna go with Porygon. Yeah, Rhyperior is really working out for me today. Normally, it's my Porygon Z that is killing everything. But maybe on day 2, people have sort of wised up and are better at taking care of Porygon Z. Oh, actually, it's day 3. Knew it. I knew it'd be another Aegislash. Okay. I'm gonna go with Trick.
Well, that'll be interesting. What'd it do?
Well, I got its weakness policy. What's it doing? Iron Head. So that didn't work out so great.
Oh, it is stuck at 50.
Oh shoot, I just used Hyper Beam too. That's not what I meant to use. Dark Pulse is what I meant to use there. Whoops. You probably think, what is she doing?
Yeah, I wonder if you would have been able to knock it out in one hit, though.
Probably not, no. Because, I mean, if it had used, like, a fighting type move and I survived, maybe, but no.
I don't know, Porygon Z's not really good for that.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a glass cannon type thing. So before we pick another battle, we're gonna open a few more packs because I have to get through these and get rid of the packs. Womp womp. Yeah, if I'd hit Dark Pulse, it maybe would have knocked it out, but I totally botched that one. And I hit Hyper Beam. My finger slipped. Okay, this is the code for this pack. Good luck. Alright, ready? We got Phantom, Slowpoke, the cutest Shanks I've ever seen. Aww. That's so cute. I don't hit Shadow Elliott, but thank you. I haven't heard that joke in such a long time. Spritzy. Glameow. What the heck? What is this? Raticate Break, and it's like half a card? I've never seen a card like this before. And it's Eradicate. Like, I would, like...
That's a weird one.
I would expect this to be like an Arceus or something with this kind of crazy... Jeez. Don't mess with that Raticate. It's like the top percentage of Raticate, right? Here's Lilligant. Stantler. Cricketune. Cloyster. I think that's the last card, yes. Break. That's more rare than an EX, the break cards. Well, I've never seen one before, so I have to assume they're pretty rare. I get a lot of cards. I've never seen that before. Or is this just in the Breakpoint deck? Gosh, people are doing like damage calculations in the chat about whether or not I could have knocked out the Aegis Slash.
We really want to know.
The Pokemon card trick, 3 from the back? I don't know what that means. Okay.
I think that's the rare or something. Listen.
Yeah. Probably. Okay. Here is the next code. Okay, it's from Breakpoint and Breakthrough. Take 3 from the back and put them in the front. Well, I mean, that's where all the rares are, so... It's not like they shuffle the order of these cards. There's always like a rare as one of the last cards in the pack, so... Well, we'll just work our way up. So, we've got Clefairy being really cute, but also there's a Hypno doing something shady back there. There's a Psyduck again, another Phantump, a Glameow, another Gibble. We can open enough of these, we'll get the whole set. Corsola is a reverse holo. This is also really cute. I've always liked Corsola. Another Raticate, but this one's a normal Raticate. It's not in the top percentage. There's a special Splash Energy, which... Okay, this is like... I don't know. Here's a Mawile. And another Fighting Fury Belt. Alright, we'll do one more pack and then we'll get back to the battling. Okay, so it's not half a card. The break card is the whole card, it's just sideways. Oh, the rares are in the middle? I don't know, it always kind of seems like they're the last few. But okay, we'll take, we're gonna get rid of this first. And then we'll take the 3 from the back and move them to the front. Okay, that's what we'll do. So then, doing this trick, I don't plan to re-dye my hair like super pink because it takes a lot of work to maintain it. Like, I've got roots growing in right now, but it doesn't look terrible with the color of my hair because it's like, it's darker and my roots are dark, so it's not like, it doesn't take as much work to make this look decent. With the pink, I have to get it dyed like every other week, and that gets very expensive, so we're not doing the super pink again. But I like this, like when it fades it becomes kind of like a fuchsia-ish, reddish color. Okay, so anyway, we're opening cards. Here is Professor Sycamore, Spirit Link Gyarados, Spirit Link Caesar, Ferroseed, Blitzel, Shelder, another Psyduck, and another Phantom, Oh, really cool looking Suicune. Look at that. So majestic. Hashtag majestic. Palkia EX? Are you serious? Okay. Well, I'm definitely doing the card trick from now on. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, well that's a good way to end the card opening for right now, because I need to get back to battling. But I heard people asking if I could like answer some questions before I get back to battling, so I'll do that because I can't really read the chat while I'm battling. So if you wanted to ask me something and I couldn't answer you, you can ask me now and I'll do my best to give you an answer. Just for a little bit. We won't do too much Q&A, but we can just do a little bit. Man, I keep getting EXs. It's like my second EX today, and I got a break card, my very first break card. Who's better, Dialga or Palkia? I always like Dialga better, just for the way it looks, but they're both pretty cool. I mean, I do like the legends from Diamond and Pearl. They definitely are some of the cooler ones, like, in concept, so, yeah. Well, okay, I've watched Friends so many times. I tend to watch it, like, all the way through whenever I'm having kind of a hard time, because then I get to watch, like, Rachel Green go from not even being able to make coffee to, like, having a whole life and career and child, and, you know, it's inspiring a little bit. But at this point, I've seen it so many times that even when I try and rewatch it when I'm not feeling great, I get through most of it, get up to, like, when Chandler and Monica get married, and then I lose interest, and I can't finish it. So, I actually own it. You might be able to see the box set right there. But
No,
yeah.
it's not in the shot.
It is in the shot. I can see it. It's right there.
Well, just barely.
How many Pokemon pickup lines do people turn on you? Well, people in real life don't use pickup lines. So, I mean, online I've probably heard all of them and then some, but, you know, it's like I get 1,000 comments on every video, and a good chunk of them will be some kind of Pokemon pun or something. So yeah. Do you ever go in and out of states of Pokemania? Oh yeah. There will be times when I'm really not into it, and I think for a good part of last year, I just really didn't feel like playing it because YouTube became so stressful that it sort of felt like Pokemon as a whole was sort of like my office, and I just didn't want to always be working because I had such a hard time last year with my channel, and it just got to the point where I just really didn't want to play Pokemon because it wasn't relaxing to me anymore. But recently, I have sort of been taking more time off from videos, and I've been having a better year in general with videos and having more fun again. And it's sort of, I've taken it back a bit, like I've reclaimed it because I've been playing it for fun for a while, and that's made it, and it sort of, in a way, it sort of worked to help take some of the pressure off my videos too, because as I'm playing it more, I'm feeding my creativity and I'm able to think more about what videos I'd like to make. So it sort of is becoming a more healthy relationship between me and my work and the game. So it's all good. It was awesome meeting you last year in Boston. Cool. I'm glad someone I've met has found me on the stream. I don't know if I'll ever return to Boston. There's always a possibility. PAX East is in Boston, I think. I don't like to go all the way to the East Coast. I am currently on the West Coast, as far west as you can get without being in the ocean or in Hawaii. So, it's pretty tough for me to travel that far because it's hard for me to sit still. I don't like flying, and it's very physically exhausting to travel that far. So I don't do a lot of conventions on the East Coast or things like that. But every now and again, I'll get invited to be in one as a guest, or, you know, if Worlds is ever back in that area, I'll definitely go back. And, I mean, I've already been to the East Coast at least once this year, and it's only May, so, I may be back. I do not know. I don't have any plans to go back to Boston this year, but maybe in the future. Let's see. I am going to Worlds again. I'm going to San Francisco in August. This one I'm more excited for because it's not so far away from me. I could theoretically drive to it, and Josh and Renee will be in San Francisco by then too. So, I mean, they would be there anyway, but it'll be like, hey, I have friends that live here. Actually, I think I have a cousin that lives in the Bay Area too. So yeah, YouTube is my full-time job. I don't have a lot of advice. Emma Blackery actually made a series of videos that like answer any question that you possibly have about making a YouTube channel. So, you know, if you want to know about that, it's something you can Google now. So I don't have any one-on-one advice. Are you okay with rating people if someone sends you a pic? No, I'm not okay with that. Please don't send me pictures. Okay, I think we've answered quite a few questions. We will be opening more packs at some point during the stream, and then I'll probably take a few more questions by then. But yeah, so we should probably get back to battling. Gonna change my setup back. We're gonna continue with the Flash Clash. Okay, we're battling JV from Mexico. Okay, they've got... I'm gonna go with Porygon for this one. I feel confident in my espresso. What is Nightbot saying? Did I set it to say that? I don't think I did. Okay. We're gonna go with some good old Hyper Beam on this Nidoking.
Ready for the fireworks.
Yeah! You get a Hyper Beam, and you get a Hyper Beam. Everybody gets a Hyper Beam! Okay, we should probably make Nightbot less rude for the next stream. I didn't realize that the defaults were kind of, like that. Alright, Dallas from North Carolina. They've got an interesting team. Alright. I think we're gonna go with Porygon Z again, just because of the coverage. I want to be ready for what this guy has, and Rhyperior and Blaziken both have a severe water weakness, so... My hype emote will be Porygon Z if I get partnered. That is, we've already sort of started discussing that. There's a shiny Politoed. I love Politoed. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So Drizzletoad. It's probably, well, it's not scarfed. So. Bye. That's a good idea, Vidit. I've seen some shiny Politoads because when people started chain fishing a lot, they'd show up in the GTS back when you couldn't transfer up, so and there was not as much 3DS hacking. M's. Can't scam me. Okay. I feel like we should go with Blaziken for... Wait a minute, no. We're gonna go with Rhyperior. Because I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking that Rhyperior would probably be our best bet. I don't think my signature move would be Hyper Beam if I was a Pokemon, because I'm not that hyper most of the time. Most of the time. Sometimes I am. Okay, I figured they'd probably use Blaziken. And it'll be pretty fast. So, not sure what we're gonna do here. I'll keep that in mind, Renee. Maybe we can work that out for the next one. Okay. Yep. Didn't think we'd outspeed this thing. Oh, we survived it though. That's interesting. Ah, it avoided the attack? Oh, that would have been the opportune time to kill it because it was already getting the debuffs from using superpower. Oh, I can't believe that missed. We might have won if that didn't miss. But, shoot. Sometimes that's just the luck of the draw.
Go big or go home.
Let's see. If I had a signature move if I was a Pokemon, I don't know what it would be. I've thought of signature abilities. I've even made up my own. It's called Hypervigilance. Oh. No, I didn't expect to outspeed it. That's what I just said, I didn't expect to. Okay. For this one... We're gonna go with Rhyperior again. Yes, we are. It's too late now. I wasn't sure about that Gastrodon, so it's probably what they're going to use because, you know, if I ever have any doubts, it's what they're going to use. But... I took the quiz on what type I would be, and it gave me ghost type. I was right! They used Gastrodon. I don't know what to do here, because none of my moves will be super, or even a little bit effective against this thing. So, oh well. You know, I've missed out on quite a few of the Global Link ones. I just wasn't playing all the time until recently. And there were some fun ones that probably would have been cool to participate in, like the Gen 1 competition. But, oh well. Yes, it's NSYNC Day! It's May 1st. I mean, a lot of people start talking about NSYNC the day before May 1st. But, I mean, it's May. It does have Earthquake, but, I didn't think about that. I kind of assumed that it would be resistant to Earthquake because it's water ground. My mind just does that sometimes. Oh well.
Well, next time.
Next time. Darumaka. Mine was like a Dusclops, I think.
Mine was the same as Vidit's.
Yeah, he got the Eevee. Chaz got the Eevee in that quiz, and his said that that normal types don't get along with ghost types, which is what I got. Thought that was funny. Star-crossed. An error has occurred.
What?
Whoops. I guess that's the first time that's happened. We only have 4 battles left in the whole competition. Well, since an error occurred, should I open more packs? Oh no, it found somebody. Just kidding. Okay. For this one, I don't like their team. We're gonna go with Whimsicott because I'm afraid of that Wobbuffet. The Rachel and Ross of Pokemon. Ugh.
No, thankfully we're better at communicating than that.
Yeah, I think we're not as crazy as either one of them. The quiz might still be up on the Pokemon website. Okay, we're gonna go with... I don't know about Bisharp with this strategy. Knockoff. Okay. It has a life orb though, so that might help us. But yeah, without those leftovers, we're in trouble. For sure. What's Nightbot saying now?
Someone tried to post the link, I think, to the Pokemon quiz. And so...
Okay, we have to fix that for the next stream. Yeah, I have links disabled, so I'm sorry. If the mods can post links if one of them can find the quiz and they want to link it, but yeah. I'm pretty much screwed for this one, yeah. Without leftovers, there's... Although, I don't know, it's losing health pretty quickly, too. We might draw. I'm still losing health faster because of substitute, though. I don't know. I can't check that link right now. It's a typing quiz, not, a species. Did I win? Let's see.
You might have won.
This went really, really quickly. Man, even though he really did good with knocking off my leftovers, that life orb got him in the end.
That's a close one.
Was a close one. I mean, that's a way to make a stall battle intense. Severely handicap the staller. Okay, Vidit posted the link. So if you guys want to take the quiz and find out what type you are, you can. No, I just trained this team. It doesn't take very long to breed or train in Gen 6, so I trained it up. And I like to raise different Pokemon and breed, so this gave me an excuse to actually breed stuff for a purpose as opposed to just breeding them to sit in my box forever. I'll check my tweets after the stream because we're on a time limit. I can't check them while I'm streaming, otherwise I'm gonna be in trouble for the Flash Clash. Okay. Well, I wanted to open more packs too, since we're pretty close to being done. I want to go with Rhyperior again. I've been using it a lot today, but it's just got really good coverage. Yeah, legends are banned, like, as in major legendaries, but they are still allowed the trios and things like that.
I haven't really seen a legendary do too well, though.
Yeah, I also, Double Edge Cat was saying, that they, feel like they're not going to be done in time. I bred, like, my whole team in 3 days after signing up. And I was so sure that I wouldn't be done in time to get any practice in or anything, but I was done so long beforehand that I actually almost forgot about the competition. So it doesn't take very long in Gen 6 to put together a team. Okay, we only have a couple matches left now, I think. Maybe 3 matches left? I have to check. But we're going to open just a couple more packs now, and then after our 3 matches, we'll open more packs after. Because I have so many packs to open, we're going to have to fit them in where we can, because I just have so many freaking cards, and they're just going to sit here gathering dust if I don't open them. We've had good luck today with opening packs too, so that's fun. Oh, that's true. There are some Pokemon that take a really long time to breed. Can be annoying. I remember there was a competition at my school with the anime club was putting on like a food drive fundraiser, and they had a Pokemon competition, and I was putting together my first team, and at the time I didn't have a Mega Charizard, so I was breeding Espers because I wanted my Esper to be my Sunsitter with Prankster, and getting a Prankster Meowstic of the right gender took a very long time with the right AVs. If you add more variables, it takes forever. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and here's the card for that. We're gonna put the back 3 cards at the front of the deck again, because that worked out pretty well last time. And first up, we got the Delinquent, which is a new trainer class in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. We got Nuzleaf. I always like these cards that are like, they're made of clay in the artwork. I thought those are always really cool. We got a Pokemon Catcher ray gun thing. Rattata. Cricketot. Another dried up Shelter. A Drowsy. Oh, man, look at that. It's sparkly and it's blushing and it's just so fabulous. And then we got Slowpoke. And a reverse Holophant up this time. Okay. And a Greninja. Cool.
Nice.
I like the artwork on this card too. Sorry about the contrast, by the way. I don't have anywhere else I can stream, and this computer's not portable. I have a very small apartment, so we're gonna have to be near this window. Okay, we got another TCG online code. We're gonna put the first 3 in the front. Okay. So, starting with Gabite, another cool looking Nuzleaf, another Delinquent, another Furfrou, Another Ducklet. Another adorable Esper. Another Phantom. I'm gonna have to make a coffee table out of these Phantoms. Another Trubbish. A cool looking reverse hollow Shiftry. That's new. Look at that. It's intimidating Shiftry. And a shiny Gyarados EX? What? It's a red Gyarados with a Manaphy, or is it a Fion? And a Greninja in the card artwork. So is there like a non-shiny version of this card? Because normally they call them like shining in the TCG, right? It's in the name of the card. Well, that's cool. How many have we opened now? 2? We're doing one more. Oh, is it a secret rare? Let's see. It is. It's 123 out of 122. Cool. They don't use the word shining anymore. Ah. I always get Manaphy and Fione mixed up because I've seen so many more Fiones than I've seen Manaphies. Okay, one more pack. Yeah, I've been getting really lucky with these cards. This is the TCG code for this pack. Okay, I think these are the back 3 cards. My Japanese is not very good. I studied for 2 years and I haven't used it for like another year. So not very good. Okay. I've got Alexio, an Arcanine. I like that background. It's not hollow, but the stars are cool. Wait, is it hollow? It looks hollow on the webcam, but it's not. Misty's Determination. What does this do? It's a neat card. Yes, Chaz is much better with Japanese than I am. Unfortunately, I can't bring him with me to Worlds, otherwise I'd have him be like our interpreter if I wanted to talk to Masuda.
Oh man, I got to watch an interpreter the other day. That is a hard job.
We got Gibble and Phantom again, and Glamio again, and Honage again, and Ducklet again, and a reverse hollow Ferroseed. And a Slowking. Oh, it's a hollow. It's like one of those barely shiny hollows. Woo! I like that artwork too. Yeah, don't post codes in the chat. I'm only showing you my codes because I'm not gonna use them, but you know, don't be mean, you know.